Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JoJo and the OP with the character ranking list. I'm Thomas,
And I'm Tokyo Joe.
and we are in episodes 19, 20, and 21 of One Piece. This one's actually fresh in our minds, so this is going to be great.
Yep.
Yeah, so episodes 19 to 20 to 21, we had the Zoro backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And then we had the entrance, or the intro to the Baratier arc, the restaurant on the sea.
Yep.
So let's go ahead like we normally do and start going through. We didn't see anybody in the D or C tier or the B tier. We did get
Yep.
the A tier though, so Nami and Usopp.
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't necessarily know if Usopp moves up at all because, I mean, he did show proficiency with being a sniper, correcting for wind and angle, trajectory, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you didn't really see him too much in the rest of it.
Yeah, no, he was very behind the scenes. Nami sort of as well, besides her oh hey you idiots, this is scurvy moment.
Yeah.
And that whole interesting Arlong thing.
Yeah. And then other than that, just them at the restaurant eating.
Yep.
So, yeah, I just don't feel that they really deserve to move.
Nope, they're pretty solid there. But now we have the Luffy and Zoro, which we're going to be in this sort of predicament. Like, do they just switch places? Or what? Now, we had the Zoro backstory, and we learned, like, his whole motivation and what he's out here to do and why.
Right.
Luffy, we just had gags, essentially, from. So, I mean, reality, Zoro, we got a little more of, in a sense, where Luffy was just doing gags.
Yeah, I think they're perfectly fine where they're at. They're just not going to move on that one because, I mean, you gotta feel for Zoro, all the hardships he's went through to become who he is. And yeah, the Luffy gags, they were good and fun and everything, but like it's not enough to move him up or down or so.
Yeah, I agree. Well, that was easy. Let's jump into our new characters. Johnny and Yakuza, whatever his name is.
Ah, man, honestly, I feel they're irrelevant because they just kind of show up, and yes, it's revealed that they used to travel together with Zoro, but like other than that, they didn't really provide much except for a little comedy relief with the scurvy thing.
And they did send us to the Baratier.
That's fair.
And the only other thing they did was the dropping of the posters, which led to that Arlong hint.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, they really didn't do nothing. Like,
yeah,
they're not, I don't know, irrelevant. I feel like, yes, it's another one of those situations where, like, they're irrelevant, but, like, they did have a purpose.
Well, then they'd probably have to go behind Gaimon.
Behind Gaimon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't hate them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So then go in D. Like, it's essentially like the Gaimon thing. Like, it's not irrelevant, but, like, they were there.
Right.
And, yeah. All right, well, how about Zeph?
I want to give him a high ranking. I kind of want to throw him in the A tier just because of how much of a hard ass he is, but he also seems to have a heart,
Yeah.
And, he's got an extraordinary restaurant. He can fight. And I just like they took a cannonball straight to the restaurant on top of his head. And he's sitting here like, why the hell am I in bed? Why aren't you guys working? We got a place to run, Gives no fucks about his personal well-being. What matters to him is cooking.
Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, I'd love to give him A tier. I definitely think he will deserve A tier in the future. I think of right now, he's definitely at least a high B.
Okay.
Just because, like, I mean, let's be real, these episodes were the intro to Sanji. and so we had a lot more just Sanji. Yeah, Zeph
Right.
was there, and he's proven to be a badass.
Right.
B for badass. I mean, that's
Okay.
where I'm at. Like I could go with the low A, but I feel like right now I feel high B.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Um, all right, and now we have mystery father guy. What's her name? How can I remember her name?
Uh, Queena.
Queena. Yeah, Queena's dad.
I want to throw him in irrelevant, but at the same time, he did give Zoro her sword,
Yeah.
and you know, he also took Zoro in. He didn't have to, but it was like he kind of knew what was up, what the kid needed, and gave it to him. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably belongs with the those guys.
Yeah. Like it's questionable. Like there's that one scene where he's talking about how Queena wants to be
The greatest
the
swordsman.
and take over the dojo. And he wants to give her the dojo, but he understands how hard it is for a woman in the that sort of industry.
Yeah.
And it honestly, I feel it depends on how you take that interaction, whether he's going to be a D tier or a C tier. If you take it as he's being an asshole, like, yeah, no, she's a woman, she can't handle it, then D tier. But I feel like he was honestly like, she deserves it, but with how things are, it's going to be tough for her.
Right.
So, I mean, that's how I personally interpret that scene. But if you interpret it in the other sense, I would definitely say D tier. Because he was
I
prick.
honestly took it as him being like, you're a girl, this is a man's world, you'll never make it, so be a woman.
Yeah, I took it differently. So like I feel like how you took that scene honestly would depend on if he's D or C tier.
Well, like I said, he still did good things, he gave
Yeah.
Zoro the sword, and so I think he just belongs right there with those guys, but probably at the end.
Yeah. All right, well then the woman swordsman herself.
She goes in special.
Special.
Yep.
She just right there. God.
Like, we're not even that far in, and you had to go and jerk on my heartstrings.
Yep.
You.
What a story. If you haven't watched it, you need to. God.
Yeah.
All right, well, our chef boy RD himself, Sanji,
Before Zoro on S tier.
before Zoro.
Yes, sir.
So you're talking middle between or actually up here?
Right there.
Wow, you're going to put him above Zoro.
Just because, okay, I mean, I already admitted during the podcast he is my favorite character from the show that I can remember. But, like, he basically gives no shits. Like, he went and brought the dude his wine. The guy tried to play it off like he knew what it was, and he's like, nope, you're wrong, dumbass, and just walks off.
Yeah.
Didn't give two shits. Dude put the bug into the soup, tried to say that they served it like that, and he got pissed off, especially when the soup got spilled. The food was wasted, and he wrecked dude. What's his name?
Iron Body something.
Yeah, some begin with an F. But yeah, he just wrecked him, and I love his fighting style. I love the break dancing, and and then after what's dude's name, Sanji or the pirate, or
Gin.
oh
Gin.
Yeah, Gin. Okay, after he tried to hold the place up for food, and they kicked him out hardcore. He basically went and cooked a dish of fried rice and octopus for him and gave it to him. And then when Zeph showed up, he disposed of the evidence, just so that Gin wouldn't feel bad that he was going to get yelled at. All in all, he basically is just a awesome dude, you know?
Oh yeah, no, Sanji is pretty epic. Um, and yeah, he showed a lot of just importance, with like the food and just his cockiness and his heart for people who are hungry. So it's
Yep.
very, very good intro for him, and definitely deserves S tier right now.
Yeah.
All right, next we have some of the chefs. We have Patty and this other guy. I don't remember his name.
Patty,
They cooped them together, so we're just gonna judge them like that.
I like Patty, man.
Oh,
You
Patty
know,
was hilarious.
Popeye looking mofo.
Yeah,
Just
Popeye
walking around.
looking mofo.
He's just walking around like, you're a customer, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, he did beat the shit out again. He's like, do you have any money to pay for this food? Oh, you're not a customer. Bam.
I honestly would like to put him right behind Zeph in the B tier.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Just because, like, they were hilarious, they were great. The whole just. Yeah. All right. Again.
Now that one, I am just uncertain about.
He's such a frustrating character at this episode. He was so frustrating.
I love how he just walks in all cocky. He point blank blows some dude away, like just boom, and then just kicks his feet up on the table and is like, "Serve me food."
Yeah,
and
then
the cockiness.
See, like, his just stubbornness, and then like breaking down, like, oh, this is the best stuff ever. Like, he shows like his kind heart and and then he just flips it around, like, hey, boss.
Yeah, the guys are over here. Let's go get them. Like, the fuck, dude.
I would say from what we've seen, maybe, like, I don't know, I'm floating low B, high C. Just because, like, I really like him, and he was a really cocky and interesting character, but at the same time, he was sort of crappy, and we did rate him the worst character in the episode.
I kind of want to give him mid-C, like, maybe just before Clawhador.
Oh, drop him down a little bit, okay. No, I can respect it.
Because, I mean, for the most part, what he displayed wasn't very good, action-wise. But, from what he also displayed as a, I take down my defenses, I take the mask off, this is what's up, I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes me not want to hate him so much, but just the actions at the end, I can't forgive it, so
yeah.
I just kind of feel that he is C tier, but he's not high C tier.
And a lot of what I'm having in my head is like biased from knowing more about him and then coming up in the upcoming episodes, and I'm trying to like keep those thoughts out of my head when rating him, because he is one of those characters I really enjoy that isn't like a big character, He's like one of those side characters I really like. All right, and last we have Full Body, Iron Fist Full Body. That's his name.
D tier, obviously, for douchebag.
Yeah, but how far? High D tier, mid D tier?
No. Axehand Morgan can stay up there, but okay. Here's what I think. I think he should go to the lowest part of D tier, but I actually think that Usopp's dad needs to move up to high D tier.
Like that?
Yeah. Because the third guy on the D tier, he was just trash annoying all around.
The bandit, it's crappy.
Yeah. Same thing.
With the acrobatic unicycle trickster swords guy is just garbage.
Yeah. But this guy just took the cake at being the worst. Like, he's supposed to be this big badass Marine. Oh, look at me. I've got metal brass knuckles like fused to my hands and stuff. I've got money to throw around, and I'm dating beautiful, women and stuff, and I can afford to take them to fancy restaurants where I can pretend to know this particular vintage of wine. Like, douchebag
throwing a tantrum
all around.
when he doesn't get his way, then like running away. Just he is pretty crappy.
And then the fact that, like, he didn't even give the pirates a chance or whatever. He's just like, yeah, sink them.
Yeah, and there's some no names. Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I can dig it.
I think he's the lowest of the low scumbag.
I can accept it. All right, so are you happy with what we got right now?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good with that.
All right. This is our current list, episodes up to episode 21 of One Piece. So let us know what you guys think. Comment below, like, subscribe, follow our links to the podcast to listen out to yourself to what we say about all these characters in the episodes. And yeah, we'll catch y'all later.
Thanks for joining. Bye.
Bye.